And welcome to another episode of the Koto's Mojo. And as always, I'm your host, Patrick Koto. We got a lot to talk about today. The NFL regular season is done. That means playoffs are next. We got to talk some college footballs. We have a brand new national champion. And we got to talk some college basketball. And as always, we got our buddy Ian on the show today. Ian, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Pat. Regular season in the NFL came to an end. College football's all done. So yeah, it's a weird time we're in right now.
Weird but exciting, if you want to say that. And the exciting part is obviously the NFL playoffs are here. One of the doubts is that the Bears season is over, but you know what? Good riddance.
Yeah, it was a better season than what I thought we were going to be doing. I was expecting a 4 or 5 win season, but you know what? Not bad. A lot of hope for what's coming next year.
You say hope, and then it just, as
Yeah,
we've
we
witnessed in
always
past
say that.
seasons, we do always say that, Ian. And I would love to be optimistic, but you just can't get your hopes up with this team. I mean, who the
Yeah,
hell knows what's going to happen this offseason? Justin Fields, our coaching staff, which, by the way, Luke Getzey, I hope to God he's out the door in the coming days because that hasn't been announced yet. But usually they focus on head coaches. But to your point, the Bears, yes, did show some bright spots this year, winning 7 games, picking up some big wins. I'd say it was a decent season.
yeah, yeah, a lot better than what I think we all thought was going to happen this year. Um, yeah, really great turnout for the year. Sucks the way it ended with not scoring a touchdown against Green Bay, but you know what? I'm I'm gonna kick myself in the leg for saying this, but I do have hope for next season. I think Poles is gonna make the right calls. I think whatever we do with that
You hope
first round
so.
pick, whether we use it to get Marvin Harrison
Mhm.
or trade it for someone else, we'll see what we get. But I think Poles has a bright future in mind for the Bears.
As long as we keep Justin Fields as our QBs, I will have high hopes.
Yeah,
And the part where I don't have the high hopes is if he's going to come back next year. That's the thing.
yeah,
Everybody is, got a loaded draft class. Problem is with that, and we've had this conversation before. You draft Caleb Williams, all that shit is just out the drain.
yeah.
A
It's a full
major
reset.
setback, typical reset. We got so many great players. This whole team is gelling. The defense played great this year. I mean, yes, we lost against Green Bay, but we only give up 17 points. 17 points given up by the defense. That's good. But
Hmm.
the bad news is your offense couldn't score more than that, which is the problem.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And who's to blame for that? And a name that you hate on the show, a name that I hate, and a name that I'm sure the entire city of Chicago hates, Luke fucking Getzey.
Yep, same shit, different week with Luke Getzey and Eberflus too. I mean, it seems like he might be on his way out too. So I mean, we got a couple coaches that might want to come to Chicago. So who knows?
Vrabel just got the axe from Tennessee. Everyone's talking about Jim Harbaugh, uh, Ben Johnson from Detroit if he wants a head coaching job. I mean, Ron Rivera just got the boot from Washington. I wouldn't be opposed to that with Ron Rivera being with the Bears. I mean, he's played for the Bears.
Yeah, just seeing with what he did in Washington, I don't know about that. I want someone who is a very skilled head coach, someone like a Bill Belichick or someone like a Jim Harbaugh.
You
That's
have
our
to.
that's our next coach. That's why I was
God,
sitting so close.
I hope you're right because I've actually been saying this to people and Jim Harbaugh. He's been in the NFL before, so that helps. If he wasn't, I would be completely on the no side. But he's been in the NFL. He was with San Francisco, and San Francisco in the past few years they were shit. They were shit in the past few
Hmm.
years. Look what Jim Harbaugh did when he came to San Francisco. He turned that team around, got them to 3 NFC championships, a Super Bowl before they gave him the axe after 2014. But You saw what he did with San Francisco. Look at Chicago. Chicago's got the pieces to make Harbaugh work things around. We can land
Mhm.
Jimbo. I will have some hopes. I will have some hopes if we get
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Yeah, he would be perfect for the Bears. I mean, he played for the Bears. Um, he loves the city, loves the Midwest, obviously, with staying in Michigan, and he went to the Super Bowl as a head coach. So,
He wants to win. He wants to win. The man is a winner. You saw what he did with Michigan, which we'll touch on that later. But yeah, you saw what he did. The man wants to win. So
yes, he does.
if we hire Jim Harbaugh, I will like it.
Me too.
Which that means Luke Getsy will for sure be out the door because I doubt he'll want to put up with Getsy's bullshit. Nobody wants to put up with Getsy's bullshit.
No, no way.
The last fucking pass of the season. Typical screen on third and forever. Wow, what a surprise.
Yeah, I'm not surprised whatsoever.
Man, we'd have nice condos if we had $1 for every time the Bears drew up a fucking screen on third down and forever, or just third down in general.
Yeah, right.
But one thing we could take away is that the Bears did a lot better than they did last year. Picked up some good wins. They should have had a few more, but that's probably another reason too why Flus will get the axe. He's the first NFL head coach to have was it like 3 double-digit leads in the fourth quarter and then just give it away, whatever he said.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I will be happy with anyone besides Flus and Getsy.
yeah. We were for Flus. We were sticking with him for a little bit. Like we were liking him, and then came this Sunday. We're like, okay, get out of here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, not a fan.
We were kind of fooled badly, but we'll see what happens in the coming days and stuff. If the Bears, do move on from Flus and Getsy, good riddance. Go get Jim Harbaugh and get some offensive coordinator that wants to win
Yeah, exactly.
because we need a winner. Fuck these guys with mediocrity. We want winners.
Yep.
So we shall see what happens this offseason for the Bears. Honestly, I can't wait for a draft day to get over with just so everyone can shut the fuck up about Caleb Williams and admit that we did not get him and we got Marvin Harrison Jr. and the best offensive lineman available. And maybe
Yep.
another good defensive end.
Yeah, we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, because unfortunately, I think Yannick Ngakwe isn't coming back because he only signed for 1 year. We're set with Montez Sweat. We just need an edge.
Right.
And taking a look at the rest of the NFL, Ian, the playoffs are set. The playoffs are set. Some great matchups. Of course, we have to see Matthew Stafford take on his former team in the first round.
Hey man, he is going to ruin the hopes and dreams of all Detroit fans. Their first
The
time
Matthew Stafford
winning the
revenge tour.
North, first time winning the North in over 30 years, and he's going to ruin it all for him.
You got to play the quarterback that brought excitement to Detroit.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, no, who the hell? I cannot believe it. The Lions, they finally get over the hump, and they got to play their old quarterback.
Yeah.
You also got the Browns and the Texans, the Dolphins and the Chiefs. That'll be on Peacock, so no need for people to worry about seeing Travis Kelce's girlfriend on TV.
Yeah,
unless
I
they,
mean
unless they,
that kind of sucks though, because not a lot of people can watch that.
I know it's supposed to be a really good game too between those two teams. Both teams 11-6. I'm
Yeah,
smelling a lot of upsets in these playoffs, Ian. I'm smelling a lot of upsets.
yeah, I could see
We
it.
got we got the Bills taking on the Steelers. That waste management team from Green Bay taking on those cowgirls in Dallas.
Yep, go
You have to.
Cowboys.
Yep. And the Rams taking on the Lions and the Eagles and the Buccaneers. So a lot of good matchups and stuff. And obviously the road to the Super Bowl will go through San Francisco in the NFC and Baltimore in the AFC.
Hell yeah.
I know it's been crazy, and taking a look at that Chiefs Dolphins matchup, this is gonna be a lot of high scoring. I did not realize Tua Tagovailoa is the leading passer this season, 4,624 yards.
I believe it. He's been going deep.
He has been going deep. Just hope he can have a whole healthy team this Saturday, because he didn't have Raheem Mostert and Jalen Waddle. Tyreek Hill can't do it all.
Yep.
And maybe if some of his other receivers can catch as well, and y'all better be ready to brace the cold, because it's going to be a cold one in Kansas City.
Yes, we shall see.
Yep. And speaking of the Bears and stuff, Derrick Henry played his last game with the Titans. Bears? I know a good running back you can get.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, everything's just kind of floating in the air right now. So
Yep. In the coming months, we'll see what happens and stuff. But for now, it's
yeah.
playoff. It's playoff time. I'm excited for the playoffs. Playoffs always have some good games, Ian. Let's make our picks for the playoffs. We'll go with our three normal picks, our lock, upset, and third winners. And Ian, there are no safe locks, but we're still going to go off locks. And I got a good lock right here. It's a ballsy one, but I'm going to take. I'm gonna make this my lock. The
Okay.
Houston Texans, huh?
I said okay.
The Houston Texans over the Cleveland Browns. Texans have been hot. Texans did not have CJ Stroud when the Browns beat them last time. So I'm going to go Texans over the Browns.
Okay. Not bad.
My upset, Miami beats Kansas City.
All right.
And my third winner, give me Tampa Bay over Philadelphia.
All right. Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
I will go Bills over Steelers. That's an easy one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go Lions over Rams. I think Lions are just too good.
Yep, that should be a good game, too.
And then Cowboys over Packers.
Uh, Unfortunately, two teams that we hate have to play each other. So unfortunately, we have to pick one of those buffoons. Hopefully, if the Cowboys do win, they get knocked out in the next round.
Yep.
In the playoffs, they're going to be fun, Ian. Now, let's jump on to the college football train as we have ourselves a brand new national champion, not named Alabama or Georgia, and finally a Big Ten team, the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah. The first time
I
they've won it since '97, so that's huge.
Yep, I can't say I'm surprised. Michigan played great all year. Yes, Michigan winning the national championship. They're pretty much a dominant team all year long. I low key thought they were going to get knocked out by Alabama, and they almost did.
Yeah. Almost did.
And we thought they were going to run away with we thought they were going to run away with it. Washington tried to make it a game, but turnovers, big hits, it ain't going to win you football games.
No, sir.
But, I'm happy that Washington did make it. Last year, the Pac-12 goes out with a bang. A nice, Big Ten preview. Those two teams will play again in the Big Ten come this fall.
Yep. August 7th,
Sure.
it's official. All those teams will be in the Big Ten. So it's gonna be weird. I think the only new team that Purdue is playing this year is Oregon.
Will it be in West Lafayette or Eugene?
Not sure.
Well, if it's in Eugene, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what Purdue football does next year, but obviously you can't get your hopes up right now. You're just locked and loaded on Purdue basketball.
Number one, once again.
Hopefully it stays that way for a little bit.
Yep. Till comes March.
Find some, St. Peter's, Farley Dickinson, all those teams.
Someone to crush our dream.
As always. But yeah, no, Alabama had to, Michigan had to crawl through Alabama. They had to beat Ohio State. Washington, I mean, they had a hell of a year. They had to claw by Texas, even though they almost blew that one.
Yeah, almost blew it and almost
Yep,
didn't
but
lose.
they
Yep.
but they made it. And I could say it was a pretty good college football season.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Another great one.
Well, you know it's always good when Alabama's not winning at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Georgia had their fun. Let's let someone else get it.
Yep. Good to see new winners.
Yep. Yep. Good for you, Michigan. Good for you.
Yep. Just like it was good to see LSU win it, Clemson win it. It's just so refreshing to see Georgia or Alabama not get it.
Exactly. And then, of course, they'll be in the fucking conversation next year too, saying like, "Oh yeah, we got this, we got this." Well, with all the new mega conferences now, things could change, and the 12-team playoff.
Yeah, who knows? Everything's different now.
I'm looking forward for that 12 that playoff next year. It'll be interesting.
Oh, it's going to make it so much better.
Oh, absolutely. Now let's jump on to the college basketball segment, Ian. We are a couple months away from March Madness, and like you said, your Boilermakers remain at number one, Houston at two, Kansas at three, UConn continue to do good things, sitting at four, Tennessee at five, Kentucky at six, North Carolina at seven, Arizona at eight, Oklahoma at nine, Illinois at 10, Purdue with that big win over Illinois over the weekend.
Yes, sir.
You never know when this tournament comes out yet. I mean, nothing's fully set yet.
Yeah. I mean, we still got a few more months to go.
Yep, Purdue takes on Nebraska. If Nebraska keeps it up, they could be like last year's Penn State. Texas is faced 25 ranked Texas is facing Cincinnati. Colorado State is ranked 17. Auburn ranked at 16. Baylor and BYU are in the top 20. What teams have impressed you so far this season?
Um, I don't know. Not much of like a surprise, I guess. Yeah, I don't really have any like surprise. I guess Colorado State being 17th.
Yeah, Illinois is definitely one of those surprise teams this year. Obviously you could thank obviously, their new one of their new key scorers, Marcus Damask from Southern Illinois, comes in to help out the cause and stuff. Illinois is currently sitting at 11-3. I didn't expect them to get off to a great start, but it's good to see.
Yeah, they're doing what they can.
Yep, the Big Ten. It's a good chase with Wisconsin leading the way. Purdue in second. Minnesota is in third. Indiana in fourth. Well, the Big Ten when it comes to their basketball.
Oh yeah, it's always
Yep.
competitive.
And Michigan State is safe to say disappointment. Enters the season ranked number 4. Are currently 9-6 right now. 1-3 in the Big Ten. So yeah, they were definitely an overhyped ball club this year.
Absolutely.
Hopefully their player though, Jeremy Fears, is okay because he got shot. I don't know if you heard of that back in December
No.
when he came to visit. When he came home to Joliet.
Oh, I did not see that.
He's doing well, thankfully. You never want to see anything bad happen to any player.
Yeah.
But got a couple months left of college basketball, Ian, and well, it'll be exciting to see what happens down the road.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now, time to wrap up the show with our big three and our fantastic and bonehead play of the week. This week's big three is our big three best sports moments of 2023. Ian, I'll let you go first.
Best sports moments of 2023. Definitely gotta go with what we saw with Justin Fields breaking that tackle last week. I think that was just absolutely incredible. Shows what he can do for this club.
Which is why we need to keep him.
Yep, which is definitely why we need to keep him. Second biggest sports moment. Man, this is a real tough one.
A lot of good moments.
Yeah, I would say these are probably the biggest for me, and it wasn't really a moment, but it was just the summer of Mike Talkman. That guy did so much for the Cubs. He was just incredible throughout the entire summer. And probably third biggest sports moment I gotta say is Ryan Blaney winning the NASCAR Cup Series championship. I mean,
What
that
a
was
season.
huge. That was something that no one was expecting to see out of this season with how slow Team Penske was looking, and Ryan Blaney was able to do it. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he had a sneaky but good year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, those are some good picks, Ian. Let's go on to my big three sports moments of the year. My first one, the Rangers. Coming after winning over 60 games in 2022, take a big jump and win the World Series this year.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They had to win all their ALCS games in Houston.
Yeah, that was badass.
I can't believe that they did that. It's never easy winning in that place. I thought they were screwed. Nope.
Yep, awesome to see.
Yep. My second one, the Las Vegas Golden Knights winning their first ever Stanley Cup. We were excited when they made it to the Stanley Cup the first time. We're like, they'll be back soon. Look what they did.
Yep. Really, really cool to see that.
Yep. And my last one, I gotta show some love to the Miami Heat and their Cinderella run to the NBA Finals, an 8 seed. Sure, they lost in 5, but never easy for an 8 seed to make it that far in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, hell of a run.
Yep. Now, let's wrap up with our plays of the week. Ian, I'll let you go first.
Here. How about you go first? Because I got.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's good. I will start. I will get things started. My play of the week. Guys show love to Chris Olave catching that touchdown off the ricochet against the Falcons.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
That was great.
And then my bonehead play of the week. The Pistons played the Utah Jazz last week. Jalen Duren had a nice junk. Jalen Duren had a nice junk. I can't speak. Jalen Duran had a nice dunk, and then next thing you know, he's piggybacking on Walker Kessler of the Jazz. Kessler was just about to walk away, and then Duran was like, "Oh, I want to go for a piggyback ride! Yay!"
There you go.
Thankfully, no foul was called, but instead, a dunk ended with a piggyback ride. I'm like, buddy, if the league it's just more ways to turn the league into a circus, like it has been for a while.
Right. Alrighty, so for my fantastic play, and it literally just happened probably like 10-15 minutes ago, the Cubs made their first free agency move of the offseason, acquiring Shota Imanagata from Japan. Great lefty pitcher over there. He's a 2-time All-Star over there, so good to see that we're finally adding to our pitching. Because I
was just gonna say too, Japanese baseball players, they've been looking good lately. So
they've been hot on the market lately, man. Japanese baseball has been huge.
Well, Shohei Ohtani just became probably the richest Japanese man in baseball.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then my bonehead play of the week, Aaron Rodgers calling out Jimmy Kimmel, saying that he is scared that he's going to end up on the Epstein Island list. Even though there wasn't any evidence that Jimmy Kimmel was friends with Jeffrey. Aaron Rodgers is just a fucking idiot, and I hope Jimmy Kimmel sues him.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Fuck Karen Rodgers to be exactly.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yep. That boy got his karma with the Jets. 75 seconds in. Ah!
That might have been the happiest I've ever been.
The fucking prick thought he was going to come back mid-season. No, you're not, buddy.
Yep, they're benched and be like, no. You sit your hippie ass down.
If the Jets haven't gone through so much hell, well, it just got even worse.
Yep.
And that wraps up the show. Ian, another good episode of the Koto's Mojo.
Yes, sir. Always fun.
Oh, yes. Got ourselves playoffs coming up, and we got our Oliver Tree concert coming up this Saturday. Holy shit, it's coming.
Yeah, buddy.
Awesome. That, more college basketball, and again, the Daytona 500's coming up in a month.
Yes, sir.
About, let's see, what's today? Tuesday? 35 days until Nick's Del Taco adventure.
There you go.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning into the Cuddles Mojo. We will see you next time.